India's economy is slowing down. Our growth has become much slower. Between July and September 2024, our economy grew by only 5.4%. This is the slowest growth we've seen in the last 7 quarters. It's also much lower than what experts predicted and what the Reserve Bank of India expected. The government says things are getting better, pointing to rising demand in rural areas and increased government spending. However, the reality is more complicated. The slowdown is visible in important economic indicators. Consumer demand, which is crucial for growth, has weakened a lot. Private investment remains low, with businesses hesitant to invest due to economic uncertainty. Government spending has also been reduced, further slowing down economic activity. These factors, along with global economic challenges, have created uncertainty about India's economic future. Despite these challenges, India's economic story is not all bad. Our country has strong fundamentals and a resilient spirit. The government is taking steps to address the slowdown, and some sectors are still growing. However, a strong and multifaceted approach is needed to reignite growth and put India back on a path of sustainable and inclusive development. We need to act urgently and decisively. The longer the slowdown continues, the harder it will be to reverse its effects. India is at a critical point, and the decisions we make today will shape our economic future for years to come. One of the most worrying aspects of India's economic slowdown is the weakening of consumer demand. This is surprising because India has a large and growing population, which should ideally lead to a booming consumer market. However, several factors have combined to reduce consumer spending. Firstly, rising food prices have reduced people's purchasing power, especially for low and middle-income families. This has led to a decrease in spending on non-essential goods and services as families prioritize essential items. Secondly, slow wage growth, particularly in cities, has further limited disposable incomes. The slowdown in the fast-moving consumer goods (FMCG) sector, a key indicator of household spending, reflects this trend. Slow FMCG sales, particularly in urban areas, indicate that consumers are being cautious with their spending and delaying purchases. This decline in consumption is a worrying sign because it creates a vicious cycle. Reduced demand leads to lower production, job losses, and further dampening of economic activity. Addressing this consumption problem is crucial for reviving India's economic growth. We urgently need policies aimed at controlling inflation, boosting incomes, and restoring consumer confidence. Another major challenge facing the Indian economy is the slow pace of private investment. Businesses, both in India and abroad, are hesitant to invest capital due to the uncertain economic environment. This lack of investment is reflected in the slow growth of gross fixed capital formation, a key indicator of investment activity. Several factors contribute to this reluctance to invest. Firstly, the overall economic slowdown has created uncertainty. Businesses are unsure about future demand and are therefore hesitant to make long-term investments. Secondly, regulatory hurdles and bureaucratic bottlenecks continue to plague the Indian business environment. Complex procedures, lengthy approvals, and a lack of policy clarity discourage investment. Furthermore, the global economic slowdown and geopolitical uncertainties have made investors more risk-averse. The ongoing trade tensions between major economies, coupled with fluctuating commodity prices, have made it difficult for businesses to plan for the future. This global uncertainty has impacted the Indian economy, further dampening investment sentiment. Reviving private investment is crucial for boosting India's economic growth. This requires a multi-pronged approach that includes creating a stable and predictable policy environment, simplifying regulations, and making it easier to do business in India. While domestic factors have definitely played a significant role in India's economic slowdown, it's important to acknowledge the impact of external challenges. The global economic landscape has become increasingly uncertain in recent years, and India, as an open economy, has been affected by these global trends. The ongoing trade tensions between major economies, especially the United States and China, have disrupted global supply chains and caused instability in financial markets. This has had a spillover effect on emerging economies like India as businesses become more cautious and investors seek safer investment options. Moreover, geopolitical uncertainties, such as the war in Ukraine and rising tensions in the Middle East, have added to global economic anxiety. These events have led to higher energy and commodity prices, further increasing inflation and impacting consumer spending. Navigating these global challenges requires skillful economic management and a focus on making India's economy more resilient. This includes diversifying our export markets, attracting foreign investment in key sectors, and building domestic capacity to reduce our reliance on imports. In recent years, India's economy has grown significantly, and the landscape of job creation has changed along with it. Technological advancements are playing a key role in this transformation. From the rise of startups to the expansion of established industries, technology is creating new opportunities and reshaping traditional jobs. As automation and artificial intelligence continue to advance, the nature of work is changing. This shift requires a workforce that is adaptable and skilled in new areas. The government and private sector are investing heavily in education and training programs to prepare the next generation for these emerging fields. Essentially, the combination of job creation and technological advancement is setting the stage for a future where India can thrive in the global economy. Regulatory reforms are essential to simplify processes and remove obstacles that hinder economic growth. Simplifying regulations can attract more investments and create a business-friendly environment. By doing so, we can ensure a stronger and more resilient economy. Boosting consumption is crucial for driving economic growth. When people spend more, businesses prosper, creating a positive cycle of economic activity. Encouraging consumer spending through various incentives can lead to a more vibrant and dynamic economy. Addressing economic challenges requires a multi-pronged approach. This means combining regulatory reforms, boosting consumption, and investing in infrastructure. By taking a holistic view, we can create a sustainable path to long-term economic prosperity. VistaEdge Dynamics offers in-depth economic analysis to help understand complex market trends. With advanced tools and insights, it provides a comprehensive view of the economic landscape, enabling better decision-making for businesses and policymakers. Subscribe to our channel for more insights and updates on economic trends.